everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. We're going to be watching War of the Worlds from 2005.
Wow. Okay.
Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
So they don't know anything about this. You do know the name of it.
I know the name of it. I'm
right.
familiar with it through Dad.
Mm-hmm. And he used to listen to radio shows. Mom did too, but you never listened to War of the Worlds.
No.
So the novel was made by H.G. Wells, and on Wikipedia it says it came out in 1898 as a novel. And then there was a movie, I believe, in the 1950s that came out called War of the Worlds.
That's the one Dad saw.
Yeah.
And I heard of that, but I never watched it. I might have seen bits and pieces of it
I
in
might have,
school.
but I don't remember sitting down and watching it.
Okay. So this is, I think, a remake of it. I did see this a while ago. I don't remember much from it, but Tom Cruise is in it. Dakota Fanning. You were saying you know her from...
Child Star, yeah.
Yeah, Child Star. Justin Chatwin. We saw him on Lost recently. Mom won't know. But he has a familiar face. We could have seen him elsewhere, too, on the channel.
Yeah.
Miranda Otto.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Eowyn, right? Like, I really liked her character a lot.
She was so brave.
I missed that series of movies. It was so good.
Tim Robbins.
And Tim Robbins from Shawshank Redemption.
Excellent, yes.
And with narration from Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
Oh, I love his voice.
He has such a good voice.
Yes, it does.
I'm not going to say the premise or anything. Some of you like us talking about the premise or reading it, but I think we're just going to go in because it kind of speaks for itself what it's about, and I think you guys will follow along just fine.
Okay.
So it's by Steven Spielberg,
Excellent.
Very good.
and we're going to be watching on Amazon today.
All right.
War of the Worlds.
What's he taking pictures of? Oh, the storm.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow.
Wow.
I'd start taking the furniture in.
Yeah, right. They're all just staring
And
at
just
you.
tying it down. Okay,
No,
get your
no,
kid
get
inside,
inside.
dude. Get your
No, get her inside. Oh, yes.
Wow, this keeps going and going.
Where's Robbie?
Nothing can work.
No.
Batteries.
And you're okay. You feel that? Feel that? Yeah, I feel that. What is it, the subway? There's no subway here.
Like, run
Keep
backwards.
going. Keep going.
Uh-oh.
Whoops.
Like earthquake.
Whoa.
Oh.
God.
Ray, stay on the same side as your family. Oh my gosh, just listen to that. Holy crap!
But, oh my God.
What the hell?
Ooh.
What the hell?
Whoa.
Now you go.
My goodness. Oh,
Stampede.
jeez.
It's gonna laser, I'm telling you. Powering up. Is he gonna take off? Oh, nope.
Oh my God.
Wow. Just disintegrating them.
Oh my God.
It's like hunting him down. Hunting them all down. Anything living.
Oh, goodness.
Whose car is this?
I think we're in survival mode.
Hey,
I'm just
hey,
gonna
Ray.
take one.
Get out of the truck. I'm not kidding now. Get out of the car, Ray.
Oh, look broken. Whoa, my God. Whoa, God.
Look at Marty.
Surviving this. Oh, God, that's wrong.
Keep it
Oh,
down.
thank you.
Rachel, shut up, Rachel. I'm driving. Do something.
You're safe in your space. Nothing can happen to you in your space. Okay.
This came from someplace else.
What do you mean, like Europe?
No, Robbie, not like Europe.
No. The aliens.
Barbecue sauce. You know, this is really good, Robbie.
He got all the condiments.
Yeah, right.
That's all that was in your kitchen.
Oh,
It's really
see, that's all that was in
That's all
there. Here comes another storm.
Oh, yeah, look at the light.
3.
Oh.
4. Watch out for your eyes with the glass. It might break.
Yes. Oh, my
Wow,
God.
they're lucky they can get out of there.
Ooh.
Wow,
Oh,
fire.
whoa.
Is that a fire door?
Right. Oh,
Oh my god. Is it a plane? Part of a
oh,
plane?
yeah, big plane can you? Guess so.
Holy crap. She's gonna see something that she shouldn't see.
Oh, boy. Oh,
A body.
oh, yes,
Okay.
naturally.
All the other
Oh my
bodies.
god! Oh my gosh! Oh jeez!
They're not gonna stop? Aww. They can't.
Think you could,
Oh man, they're gonna take the car.
Oh, see, they're gonna start breaking.
Rach.
Yeah.
Not the baby!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my
They're getting ripped
god.
apart.
What the heck's on? Oh,
Rach, get out, baby.
oh the fuck!
Get out of it now, honey. Undo the seatbelt.
Yeah.
My daughter's in the car.
Put down the gun. I'm taking the car.
Take her out of the car. Take her out of the car.
What's she doing?
Uh-oh, they're flying away.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Let's see. Oh,
Say, Dad, tug on his jacket.
yes, please. Yes. Wow.
With 3 of them?
Oh yeah.
No way.
Oh,
Slow, 5 miles
If
an
they're not going to die from them, they're going to die from the stampede. Oh, not only can they not go, they're just...
Oh my god.
Oh, that's horrible. Are they underneath now? What the hell is that?
Yeah, John. Oh boy.
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to go on.
Ooh. Oh. Oh my god.
Doesn't matter where they are under the ground. That's it, that's it.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Holy crap.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
people
what I
are
heard.
in their
Oh,
vehicles.
look at them all.
Wow.
Whoa, whoa.
I'm surprised they're
Oh
not.
my god,
So they're taking people now. They're not
Yes.
disintegrating them. Don't be defiant. He wants to go with them.
Yes.
Don't leave your sister at least.
Wow.
Shit.
I want to see this.
Just let him go.
Stick with Joseph, your sister. Please let me go.
Oh, jeez, now.
Go get Rach quick.
What is that?
Taking down all the military like nothing. Where's Robbie? Robbie's gone.
Peach schnapps. Disgusting, I know.
Hey,
We're like,
we'll
hey, we'll
take
take it. We're at this point, yeah. Right.
You might go right through the. Oh, wow, is that a leg?
Oh my god,
It's like probing.
whoa.
He's trying to sniff you out.
There, oh my god. Right there.
It's looking at you. It's gonna sniff you out. Holy crap. It's like a probe. Oh my flippin' god. It is smart. Really, it's just wasting their time on just a couple of people. Are you kidding me?
Oh shoot.
That's it.
Oh down, no. Ooh, go down.
Now they're being like really thorough. These guys have like arms and eyes. Oh!
Darn.
Come on, guys. Not now.
Oh yeah, right?
Wow, they're just studying. Okay, guys, time to go home.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Rachel!
Oh. They don't have her up there, do they?
Where is she? They don't have her, do they? Honey?
Ooh. Shaker? Yeah, shaker. Whoa.
Oh, he's taking all the people
Oh
like
my
a
God.
cage is.
Oh.
Oh, like a spider does in a web. Oh.
Oh.
It's like a vase.
Oh, God.
Who's my next victim?
Oh, wow.
No!
Oh, my
Daddy,
goodness.
no!
No. No.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Okay, good.
Whew, for now.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, he let it in there.
Oh.
It went down on its own about an hour ago. Now, please, let's go. Keep moving.
Oh.
Come on,
Wow.
stop. Do not.
Hope they all
He
do
went
that.
rabid.
How's the dead all by itself?
Whoa.
Nice okay, crawl over the
Whoa.
car. Whoa. Like, would you be there? I don't know. Ew.
Oh, boy.
Oh, instant.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
I was going to say, I thought that was sunrise. How the heck?
Destroyed after all of man's weapons and devices had failed by the tiniest creatures that God in his wisdom put upon this earth.
Those are our germs and not yours.
But you can have them.
That's right. You can have, oh, yes,
No,
definitely
thanks.
have them. You saw what happened to them.
I like how it looks classic, you know, it has like the old font.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
Wow, that was
Very
something.
exciting.
Oh, that sure
I
was.
loved it.
Wow, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So much going on.
Yeah.
I kept awake.
Well, it was very, yeah. It was scary.
Yes,
It was very
Wow,
scary,
it was.
and to have right from the beginning have them invade, and it almost looked like an earthquake of sorts, you know, like
Yeah.
the 16 times that one spot where Ray was. His son counted, not 16 times, 26 times, one spot
That's right.
the lightning went, and it was just awakening these creatures.
Yeah,
And it wasn't an earthquake at all. It was just them coming out
and
of
the
there.
ground started breaking up and all, and people just staring at us. I would have been going
Like
the
they're
other
all
way.
shocked.
God.
Just to build up the excitement
Oh,
of the
yeah,
suspense of it
yeah.
all. But
God.
I mean, I think I would run out of there. People
Me
get
too.
curious, and once things go quiet again, you get more curious. You're like, okay,
Right,
is
and
it
you
right?
feel comfortable getting closer to it,
Oh, my
closer to
gosh.
whatever, you know, the excitement is all about. I mean, but it's the human spirit. I mean, that's what you do. You're so curious, you know, you just want to go see. But heck no. I mean,
No,
when you
I
see
wouldn't.
cars stopping everywhere, batteries dead, electricity, I mean, everything is out.
Something bad going on.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you want to survive. You want to,
Yeah.
like, but you're not, like, maybe you're in denial or something because you just don't know what to expect.
Right, because you're
And,
so
like,
used to
definitely,
having
yeah.
everything at your fingertips and nothing, you know,
Oh,
nothing
jeez.
going, you know, too crazy without
Sure.
a regular thunderstorm for a little bit or something. But this is just catastrophic all over throughout the world.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
And what a way to start it too with a bad lightning storm. You start hearing about this on the news all over the world. It's
Yeah.
happening, and I love that in like
Right.
apocalypse type movies, or you know where something's taken over. Like you'll hear something on the news, and you only hear a couple snippets here and there, but you don't hear the whole
That's
thing,
right,
and you want to
yeah.
know more. You know, but someone watching is probably like, whatever. You're just flicking through channels. You're not.
Oh,
thinking
yeah, it's
anything
not
of it.
near
Yeah.
me. I'm not going to
You
worry
know, so
about
it's
it.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But to actually have lightning strikes like that, and to have a weird storm like that, and to have Ray say like, "Oh, the wind is oddly going towards the storm, not away from the storm," and everyone's just like, "Oh wow, let's go check this out." And I do love thunderstorms. When the lightning gets bad, I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to be outside for that. But here you have the weirdest lightning. There's no thunder, but the biggest thing was it kept striking around the same spot.
Definitely, yeah.
and it wouldn't stop. I mean, like after one or two, I'd be like, "Yep, that's really bad." And it took so many for them to be like, "Holy crap! Like this is not normal. Let's get out of here." You know.
Poor little Rachel. Of course, everybody's going to be suffering, but Rachel, she was really. I'm gonna tell you, so many
what an
times
actress,
over,
boy!
She was really good.
She was very good.
Oh my God! Right from the beginning, when all the bodies, when she had to go pee, and she was at the river, and just all the bodies just floating down, and she's
overwhelming.
And the music there too. I think they had like a violin or something there. It's like, and you just see all the bodies, and you get more and more, and it's just so dreadful.
It is,
and I'm glad Ray grabbed her too at that point.
Yeah, he couldn't see her. He was like, "You don't stay out of my sight," and she was so cute. I don't want you to see me.
But she wasn't able to use the bathroom either.
That's
I'm sure
right.
at one point.
I'm sure she did, right on Daddy's arms.
She probably definitely did.
Yeah, and I think it was exciting. This movie, like, it kept frustrating me, just because everyone's frantic and people are trying to do their own thing, and even Rachel going on her own, like, you're still seeing me, you're still watching, and going off too far to see that, like, because kids are going to do not always what they want, but like, people like to defy, and people freak out, and they're going to do different things, and like, you make bad decisions when you're freaking out too, or you just let your guard down, and Ray's starting to think like, okay, well, we got to guard this car because anyone would want it, and immediately his son's like, oh, well, we're in the middle of nowhere. No one's going to be here, which they're lucky they were able
People
to keep
could be
the thing
anywhere.
that
They
long.
could be under a bridge hiding out. You never know. You're so desperate.
Yeah, and so much time has gone by. Not a lot, but enough where people are thinking like that,
Absolutely. And the car, especially when they're going into the crowd and everyone is just like, please, let us in. You can fit 20 people in there. Just let us in. And
but then how many more people are going to want to get in too after you let them in? They'll be just...
Yeah, they're just going to take over. And just like what happened, you know? He threatened with a gun, just, and then the other guy had a gun. I mean, it just...
Go on like
and
that.
he died.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like...
Yes.
Where's it going to stop? It's not
mob.
going to. It's just...
a mob.
Yeah. Everyone is
That's all
so
it is.
desperate. And he's got the only car that ran
Yeah.
in the whole area, so...
It's really sad because when panic takes over, people aren't rational anymore, and people, like most people, follow a crowd, and then it just becomes a chaotic mess and dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And normal people all of a sudden become, I don't say monsters, but they're extremely dangerous, and they make really bad decisions, and they start killing people. They start really injuring and killing people just because they're in flight mode and they're not even thinking about other people's safety at that point.
And I have to say, even Ray wasn't even thinking about other people's safety. He's going through, traffic, and then he goes to this mob. I mean, really, what are you going to accomplish? There's a whole... Everyone's going the same place you are. Yeah, you have a vehicle. Yes, his son drove into it. He didn't realize that it was going to be like that. But still, I mean, you've got this car. If anything, you should have backed out of there and, went a different... He didn't realize it was too late. He woke up, and it was like that. But,
because they even had jump seats there.
Yeah, he would have been just better off just letting the car go, because you're not going to get through that mob.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. Yeah.
And that's a scary thing because you don't know what to do there, and you already have people surrounding your vehicle, so it's not like you can just like jump out right then and there because everyone's pounding on it. So who knows if people are going to start attacking you? Because again, like, rationale's out the window, so they're just gonna like attack, or you never know what people are gonna do when they're freaking out.
Yeah, and he's telling his kids to put the seatbelts on. At that point, if you don't have them on now, that's cool, because you might have to pull any second now.
Yeah, and you're not going fast enough.
That's the time you need to take it off.
Or maybe he was thinking if someone breaks the window, they might try to pull you out or something.
Yeah,
but still, like, I know I wouldn't want to wear my seatbelt at that point.
Yeah, if they're breaking the window, I want to get out there.
I mean, just to even have a car that was quick thinking on his end. I mean, it seems like he was a mechanic, and he was telling the other mechanic like how to fix that car.
Yes.
So he went right for it, and that was good. And it
was brilliant, and he was really trying to get his friend to get in the car, go.
Yeah.
And he didn't understand,
Like, how do you even explain what's happening?
Yeah, because it's going so fast, and he knows he doesn't have any time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He has to at least get his family out of there. And it's so bizarre how these extraterrestrials like took over the world.
My gosh, yeah.
So quickly.
fast.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
for
the feelings that you must have had, right? Like, how did you feel watching this?
Well, it was really scary if you think about things like that, you know.
Yeah, the world is ending. You're thinking the world's ending. This is it.
And they've been planning this for millions of years, they said.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that sounds so, like, I mean, of course you have aliens now taking over the world, so I was going to say it feels like so out there, but it, you know, it could be billions of years, yeah. I mean, that was different from the original story because they came from space, and, I mean, they did anyways, but they didn't have the machines buried. I think they were just, like, you know, they dropped down, maybe with lightning in the original story, I'm not quite sure, but they came down from the sky, not from the ground, so I know that was different. And I think that's an interesting concept, and I do like it in this. I just can't stop thinking about how did no one know they were buried, because they're so big and there were so many of them. Like, how does no one detect them? So, like, maybe they're just that far underground, and why would you even think that? And no, like, with all the, you know, roads that we have, bridges that we have,
subways,
subways,
everything that's underground that we have, especially in these larger cities. Exactly.
And if they're really that old, you would think, like, over time, with land always shifting and changing all the time, that, you know, even with the dinosaurs, like, certain areas were deserts, certain areas are mountains, you know, like, they're all, like, terrain always changes. So now, how does not one get exposed unless again they're just that so deep into the earth,
and they're just in hibernation, so to speak, or just, you know, waiting to be summoned.
Yeah, that's what they were. Yeah, they were just waiting to be summoned. That's it. But how are they not ever discovered at all, unless there's legends out there or something? But the actual story by H.G. Wells is so terrifying, though. I mean, again, this is old, the story is, and what a way of thinking, you know, like, these aliens take over and humans cannot, like, survive. Like, they try their hardest, but it's so detrimental. Like, there's no way they're going to survive this, and it's so depressing. Like, I just felt so much dread and sick watching this, and the plants that they were making, that they were growing, were of human remains, and you know,
they were using us as fertilizer.
Yeah, spraying us out, like grinding us and spraying us out, and you know, stabbing us and sucking out our inside. Like, how nasty is that? And then making this plant where the actual roots look like veins.
Yes. So, and for us not to see that over the years, you know, like the underground, you know. What we were doing underground, how we didn't see that before is, like you were saying, like, how did we not know? But
the ships, but not, I think they were farming then, because they were killing humans then to make the plant, so the plant didn't exist until then,
right?
You know, so that was pretty nasty to see, like, how many people they actually did kill, even though we saw them even just disintegrating people, turning them into ash, to dust.
And they were watching us, like, you know, like Morgan Freeman said in the beginning, they were just watching us, observing, and they caged the people like a spider would with a web, just waiting, just holding them until wherever they needed them, and, you know, drop them down and spread their fluids all over.
How bizarre, you know? And then we're completely helpless. We can't do anything about it. So to have a little bit of hope where Ray was able to use the grenades to get
that was amazing. That was great. And it was also great where Robbie wanted to be separated. He wanted to go, and, you know, he wanted to be a part of, you know, he wanted to fight them. And we all thought he was gone.
I was surprised to see him.
And it was so weird, because I thought his ex-wife's husband, or new partner now, was running toward Ray to thank him for getting Rachel to them.
Gotcha.
But it was really his son.
That's right.
That was a fun.
Because I only saw you know,
the backside
part. Yeah, and her parents, and then I was like, oh, that's nice of him to go over to him and, you know, thank him.
I am happy he survived. I mean, I know,
that's
Mom.
Incredible.
I heard you. Like, you're like, what? And then you just accepted it, and you were happy. And I'm so happy he did too. It was pretty impossible to me. He is a smart kid, but with all the chaos going around,
blowing up. I mean, the National Guard. I mean, they were blown up.
The initial time he runs in with them, like, how did he survive that big fireball and then that big tripod right there?
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. And,
And
back
just
to the mother.
getting all the way back to his mom
That's right.
and to Boston, you know, like he might have
Wow.
got a ride somewhere, you know, he survived, which is great, but
I would like to think he just rolled down the hill and got to another squad and finally
Yeah.
got to Boston.
hopefully he was able to help out. I mean, I'm really hoping he was able to pick up a gun and fight and do what he wanted to do. He doesn't have any experience in that, and just having the willpower alone is good, but I thought he was very reckless there, trying to go and trying to just be with the soldiers. And again, I love his spirit and him helping people, but I wish, I mean, again, hopefully he did help out there. I'm glad he survived and was able to get, and who knows, maybe if he stayed with his dad and sister, maybe he would have died at that farm, you know, because they were trying to be stealthy with that eye, and then the crazy guy there. It could have been very different if he was there. So it is good, I guess, that they separated.
Yeah.
But
And when they were running, when Ray and Rachel were running away after they thought Robbie was killed, or at least Ray thought he was killed, when he's running toward the cellar, I thought that was maybe Robbie got away somehow, and he's like, "Come here, like, come on, family," you know.
Yeah.
And then it was the homeowner. I'm like, oh, okay,
yeah.
so Robbie is gone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad Ray and Robbie hugged each other at the end.
I
you
know. It's
Robbie
tough,
running
you know.
down.
He wasn't around when they were
Yeah, I
kids,
know.
you know. You know, that happens. It's
That's true.
but
They went through a lot, and then now
yeah.
they
Now I
appreciate
think
each
they'll
other.
call him Dad.
Yeah.
I think this was
That's
good for Ray too, because his
Yeah.
character in the beginning, he
Oh,
was like a
yeah.
jerk. You know, he was very
Yeah.
shallow.
Yes, he was.
I know he cares for his kids, but he was just very far removed and didn't even know that his daughter of how many years was allergic to peanut butter. Like that's a
right.
major
Yeah,
allergy, you
yeah.
know.
Oh,
So
definitely.
he doesn't know anything about him, and he's just surface, like on the
Yeah.
surface
That's
all the
right.
time. And even his smirk in the beginning, like he was so cocky
Oh,
and
yeah,
arrogant
yeah.
about everything, and even looking at the lightning, he's like, "Yeah, this is cool. Huh? It's all right. It's all right." Like constant denial and trying
Yeah,
to be
and
like
even when
the tough,
they-
cool guy.
Yeah.
Right, and even when, you know, the earth was breaking up, you know, my maternal instinct is just like, I'm going to my kids, you
That's
know,
what I
but he's
said
just
to him,
standing there. I was like,
Mhm.
go,
That's what he's
go
doing.
home.
I know, because
That's how his
I'm not a
kids.
parent, but like, you know, with your kids, I would
Oh
assume
my
like, holy
gosh,
crap, like
that's
you're
right.
responsible,
Yeah,
you're the
that's
only
right.
parent there,
Yeah.
and they're at your house, you know where they are. Like, don't just be like, hey, look, the ground's breaking apart here. Like
So wish my
immediately,
kids are going home.
if I saw that, like I would be curious, but I think if I was there and saw the big hole in the ground, like the first thing I'm like, oh, okay, that's not good. Let's walk away from this. And then go see my kids,
That's right.
or especially when the ground starts cracking apart, I'm like, gone. I'd just be
Right.
gone.
With the
Yes.
kids, yeah.
But I'm so glad that Rachel is going to be okay. I mean, it's amazing that Mom's family is alive and well, and their apartment is
That's
fine,
right.
and
Wow.
it's
Jeez.
just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is really good. I mean,
Yeah.
it gives you some hope and relief. Like, okay, good, something
That's good, yeah.
good came out of this. And again, going back to Ray, like I just love how he came around and he really started understanding, especially when he lost his son, or even before that, when he had to let him go.
Right.
God, what a bad moment too.
Oh,
like
I
he just wanted to
know,
be
and
the
he
soldiers.
sees Rachel going off with this couple that
Yeah,
wanted
They're
to
trying to
take
do good
But they're
too,
trying to
protect
save
her.
Yeah.
So at least like there is good going on still, but it's just chaotic, and you know, like this little girl's by herself, and explosions are happening, people are dying all around you,
Yeah.
and
She was told to stay there. and
she was told to
wanted
stay there. My dad's
but
right
they're trying
there,
to
but you know, no one's gonna listen to that because
That's
you
right.
could die any second, and they were trying to make the right decision.
They were.
So for Ray to lose his son in that moment, like let him go, and then he dies, he's fighting for Rachel. He even killed a man over it.
Yes, he
Can you
did.
imagine? I mean,
He had to
he changed
because
so
he was just
much.
going so mad.
Oh, he
They were
was.
going
He
to
was
come
gonna
back
go,
and
yeah,
kill them.
definitely.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely. He had to do it. He didn't
Yeah.
want to do it. And those creatures down there looking at the photos, they're just
Oh,
really
something
studying.
cool,
Mhm.
yeah.
They were like scouts, really. They were just
Creepy.
really
Oh.
very intrigued. And, you know,
Oh,
when that
jeez.
horn went off or some kind of sound
Oh,
went off,
God,
they
the
just
triple
summoned, they
horn.
just went back up.
That's a
Like,
calling from
okay,
him.
Yeah.
okay, troops, come back.
That's
Mhm.
right.
I know, it's like that tentacle thing that went down
Yeah.
there,
Oh, God.
was just scoping it out just to make sure it was clear for the scientists or something to go down there and just look at everything there and
Yeah.
study and learn more about you know,
Jeez.
people for some reason, or just because they're curious. But it's just amazing. Like, oh yeah, like, oh, this is how they live. Like, we're just mindless animals, and
Right.
just butcher us for food. But you know,
Oh,
we got them
wow.
back at the end, which
Yeah,
is
sure
crazy.
did.
I mean, nature's biggest thing. Like, that's like the ultimate thing that, you know, evolves us, that kills us. It, you know, like bacteria is all around us, and
It was
it's just
perfect.
incredible that something so tiny, you know, that
Sure.
we are not like used to a lot of it, but something that's so small
That's
it
Has
saves
a huge
us.
impact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has such a huge impact. So that's a relief.
That's right.
Oh my God, I was like, what is going to happen? I mean, something has to give.
That's right,
Something. Thank God.
Now, did you think there would be kind of a happy ending, or did you think that as we went on and on with this movie, that it was going to end badly?
I think that if it was going to leave it up in the air and have another movie to follow this.
I
one,
thought there was going to be a
you know,
a
something.
sequel to this
Yeah.
because like I thought there was going to be just like you
then
know,
just
just a
leave
few of them, you know, having a community together, just surviving away from these aliens and you know, just trying to live and then seeing them go off, you know, and then maybe coming back or something like that, like have a glimpse of them coming
I
back
didn't think
for
there was going to be a
a
happy
second
ending.
round.
Mm-hmm. I mean, things didn't turn around until the way ending.
That's
Way
right,
ends.
That's right.
Mhm.
for
And I
sure.
did know the story about the disease that they couldn't take our bacteria and they just got really sick and died. So watching this movie, I'm like, are they going to change that? Is that really going to happen? Because it's a decent length movie. It's around 2 hours, right? So like not until the way ends and we just see the fields of blood, like those blood veins
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah, everything was
Definitely,
red.
That was really
Yeah, just blood everywhere, and so
morbid.
many have already died. I'm like, no one can penetrate the shields.
No.
You know, that's like the
Right, yeah.
major thing. And I'm like, what's going to happen? Is bacteria or disease really going to kill these things, or are they going to just leave it in a different way? And
Yeah.
you know, humanity's extinct, and that's it.
That's it.
So I'm really happy that they did show that. And
Excellent.
finally,
That was great.
yeah.
We
So Earth has its
won.
own
Yes.
protection. You know.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Now Ray has to drink his ex-mother-in-law's tea.
That's
A
Yeah,
couple
right.
of days at least until he
That's
gets his
right.
own place.
That's
I think it's going to be quite a while.
right.
Yeah.
I think so.
He's probably like, oh, thank God. And they're probably going to be all really close again.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
never were before, even when they were married.
That's
Like,
right.
now they're going to be, like, really close and just very thankful for
That's
what they
right.
have.
Yeah.
You have to be thankful for what you have.
Yeah, especially since, like,
That's
most of
right.
the
Oh,
family
boy,
was there, it
they went
seems. So
through
that
it.
was really good.
Yes.
So, what did you
Wow.
think about the design of the tripods?
Wow, they were something else.
They were really, it was really weird because they were
Yeah.
robotic, yet they almost seemed like they had, you know, flesh to them as well.
Yeah.
So it was really creepy
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
were really, they were detrimental. I mean, I thought they were just going to laser, and they did. They started lasering everybody and just, you know, putting them into dust. That was really scary,
That was
especially
scary.
with the, you know, the lanky legs, so to
Oh,
speak.
those things.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Wow.
I love the design. It was so freaky and different, and the fact that you had a tripod with one back leg that would go "Rrr" in the middle was just so bizarre to me, because I don't think we have anything on Earth that moves like that. So it was just really eerie and so different. Instead of having 4 legs or 2 legs, you know, because then you could associate more with that, or just having something fly around. Like literally, they're walking around on 3 legs, and they're very sturdy that way.
And it was
You know?
almost like a little being was inside of it. Like in the cocoon. Yeah, so that was really...
That's what
was
those little
even-
alien, not
right.
little, those aliens coming down.
Coming
they
down,
were,
yeah.
they were piloting those
Yeah.
Mhm.
those
Oh,
machines.
yeah.
Amazing. How they were like in a
Something, yeah.
cocoon all these years.
Ooh,
Yeah, because in the lightning strike, those
That-
aliens came down.
down. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so they weren't
Oh,
underground.
so
Only the
alien-
machines were underground.
Oh, so they just said, okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I think that-
the news lady, when she was showing the lightning
Yeah, she
in
said
slow
it's on the
motion, you saw
ground.
the pods going
Yeah.
down. And she
Ah,
mentioned,
yes, I did. Okay, so
Yeah.
that was them. Okay.
Yeah, because she mentioned the pods. She
Yeah,
goes,
she
"Oh,
did.
these things coming down in the lightning are it's what's operating the machines."
That's right. Yeah.
So it's pretty
That
crazy,
lady was
huh?
funny, wasn't she?
I mean, I love how we're
Did you
getting
come
all
from
this
the plane?
information
No.
here and there. Like we're trying to we don't have
Yeah.
much information to know what's going on, and we're just with the family, and we only know what they know.
Yes.
And then he interacts with these people, thank goodness, the reporters, and they're able to give him more information on what's going on. And
yeah, because you can't get any information. I mean, everything's down.
Sure.
Yeah.
All community is down. All communication is down. So you have to get bits and pieces. And that news crew was like really awesome.
Oh, sure.
Like, they had a lot of footage. I don't know if they made it to tell anybody, but
yeah. And just to read the description really quick on Amazon, a contemporary retelling of H.G. Wells' classic, the sci-fi thriller, reveals the extraordinary battle for the future of humankind through the eyes of one American family. Isn't that insane?
That sums it up, boy.
I mean, I really think this movie is great. I don't know if it got good reviews when it first came out. I think a lot of people were critical of it, but I really liked it a lot. I mean, it was so exciting, the mystery, the adventure, and just the dread behind it all. Like, I had all these emotions all the way through.
Yeah.
And just to, like, feel, like, what they went through. And in the beginning, even though I knew, like, okay, aliens are going to take over, and then a disease kills them at the end, like, just seeing the family in the beginning, I'm like, how is this going to turn into a horror? But a lot of movies, I guess, are like that, where you kind of feel like you settle into the movie first and you kind of let your guard down, and then it's like, oh no, crap is starting to happen. Oh, this is a little scary. Oh, this is really scary. And it keeps building up and getting worse and worse, and it's just so different at the end, you know, like with how messed up things really got. And the kids went through so much. I mean, you're never going to be the same.
Oh no, they're not. And it's really nice to see Robbie's connection with his sister. He's so close to her.
That was good.
You know, I am sad that he wanted to leave the second time, but you know, that was sad how he did. But they're all together now.
That's right.
That's good, yeah. And I am glad they are together. I didn't really like him running off like that, but you know, I get he wanted to fight, and I loved him helping people. Like, that was great to see him on the boat, like trying to pull people in, and because
that was such a sad scene. You know, there's so many people needed to go on there, and they had to close it off. They had to take off because it was coming.
Yeah, even with the anchor or whatever, when they had the rope tied to the post and it got pulled out and it hit a few people. But, you know, a lot of people on that boat.
And all that water just rushing at them to take off.
And you keep, like, thinking about what would you do in that situation? What would I do right now? Like, you know, trying to get onto that boat.
You never know until you're in that situation.
Yeah, and then...
Who would you be
on
in
the
there?
boat, you jump in the water if you saw that thing in the water already.
What kind of person would you be? Would you think you'd be? And you'd be surprised on, you know, how you think you'd be, and then now you really
all of a sudden
I
it's
didn't
the
see
other
that
way.
one coming. Yeah.
You don't know.
And I think this movie is really good on its own. Do you think they'd ever make a sequel of this?
Oh, I wish they would.
I think so.
I mean, 2005. It's based on an old story. I think it's possible. I don't know if they are or not, but that would be kind of neat to see.
Well, now we know it. You know, they're killed off because of our bacteria, but
maybe they'll build a resistance. Maybe
they'll come back in a few more million years.
Isn't that crazy to think, like, if this species is that old and that's why they have such great technology? I mean, even back then, to travel across the galaxy wherever they came from and plant those machines so early on in Earth's existence, and then, you know, come back later to be like, oh, we're going to harvest this planet and kill everything on it and eat them as food, and, you know, and how many other planets did they do that to? So I kind of wonder, like, oh, well, I'm sure they have backup plans, because unless this is the first world they decided to do this to.
Right.
And then, oh, bacteria is a problem. Oh, no. But maybe they'll come back. Maybe they'll learn ways to resist.
Maybe they will.
Yeah.
Patience is virtue, right?
That's right.
Patience is key.
That's for sure.
So, guys, let us know what you thought of this movie. I'm very curious. I still have shivers a little bit. It freaks the heck out of me, this whole idea of it, and just using humans as food. And we can't do anything about it. Like, it's crazy.
It was really creepy, you know, especially when they were on the hilltop, when he was on the hilltop with his two kids, and they're in the woods, kind of, and they're just scoping out. They're just trying to find something to kill, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That was insane.
So you just feel like ants.
And I loved Rachel's screams.
Oh, that's right.
She was great, like such good acting in this. I really do like Tom Cruise. I think he's a great actor, and the kids were great. Like everyone was so good.
Yeah.
And her screaming in the beginning,
Oh
like
my
people
God,
panic, and I was just like, "Oh my God, stop!" But I get it, like you're in panic mode, and you have Ray driving, and he's trying to concentrate. And I really thought he was gonna hit a few people going through. He was lucky to get through all that traffic that moved over before the vehicles died, or maybe they were rolling him out of the way. I don't know, but he was able to really weave out of there when there's a lot of cars on the highway.
Oh yeah.
But here she's screaming, and I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna hit someone or like get into an accident with his, and they can't use the car anymore. But I'm glad her brother helped her.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah, helped her get through it.
Yeah.
Boy.
Oh boy.
Very. She was so good at like crying. She was just so.
Oh, she was very good.
Oh
We
God,
felt
in the
it, right?
car,
Yes,
yeah.
Like we're living through her eyes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Woo! And just turning into dust. Like that was so. That freaked
Oh
me
yeah,
out.
all the clothes just gently going down.
Ashes all over you. Like you have dead people all over you. Breathing that in too.
Such a great.
It's all over. Crazy. So on that note, guys, you like the movie?
I really did.
I did too.
You seemed really engaged in it, so that's good.
Wow.
So I think we'll end it there, but thank you guys so much for watching. Again, you can check out our full reactions in the link below on our Patreon, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hug your loved ones.
Yeah.
That's
Appreciate what you
right.
got.
That's right.